2 months after Katerina Marchenko's husband went missing in occupied Donbass, she received this message out of the blue.
Это уже я пишу, как с тобой связаться, но так понятное дело, что обратной связи мне никто не ответил.
То есть я в Краснодаре, в Октябрьском СИЗО.
Вот, да, вот видите, 19 февраля, 7:40 утра.
In December 2018, Alexander set out for the city of Donetsk to collect his car. He never returned.
В этот же день его
That day, he was arrested at customs. For 2 months, he was held in a basement before illegally being taken to Russia.
In Russia, Alexander was accused of espionage. Despite there being no credible evidence, he was linked to any Ukrainian intelligence agencies. The Memorial Human Rights NGO recognized him as a political prisoner. During a meeting with his mother, Marchenko named the real reason for his detention.
He said, "I was detained for being Ukrainian." He said they hate Ukrainians. They were yelling at him and calling him a banderite.
Despite 2 recent large-scale prisoner exchanges, Russia continues to hold many innocent people behind bars.
Россия, Крым, людей 87.
There are around 87 people in Russia and Crimea. We don't know about all of them. There is also a black hole instead of a list. People who are in the occupied territories in the Donbass. Ukraine's representative in the Trilateral Contact Group, Valeria Lutkovska, said that according to the information she has, there are still 300 people there. But we understand that even she doesn't really have a way of tracking them.
While there is no way to write to those held in occupied Donbass, prisoners in Russia and Crimea get their letters. They are their main source of support.
В тюрьме письма. Это очень важно.
In prison, letters are very important. They are the most important things they have. They can go a day without food or care packages. Prison staff can do something to them. They are all waiting for letters. So write about anything. They support them a lot.
Miroslav Marinovich has been writing letters to prisoners of the Kremlin since the beginning of Russia's aggression in the Donbass. He is one of the founders of the Ukrainian Helsinki Human Rights Union. Miroslav himself was a political prisoner of the Soviet regime. He went through 10 years of prison camps and exiles for singing The Testament by Ukrainian writer Taras Shevchenko at a memorial evening dedicated to him.
At the beginning of being in exile, I recall the feeling of my soul when I started receiving cards signed by members of Amnesty International from around the world. I received letters from France, the Netherlands, the United States and Japan. Just a few lines, a few warm wishes, and it lifted my spirits for the whole day.
According to human rights defenders, letters can be about anything, because people who are held behind bars are interested in everything happening outside. The main thing is for the letters to be in Russian and to contain no radical words. Since they're all read before being handed over, the letters can be sent to Russia by mail or via an electronic system called Vsim Pismo. A number of Russian prisons are connected to it. Letters for those held in Crimea can be sent to the Centre for Civil Liberties in Kyiv. From there, they are taken to the occupied peninsula by activists and relatives of political prisoners. Reported by Lubov Zadorozhna, Natalia Husak and Yulia Bil for UATV.